Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Since these stories are from Srimad Bhagavatam, so we'll recite Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Aradhyo Bhagavana Vrajeshadanayastattham Vrindavanam Ramya Kachidupasana Vrajavadu Vargena Vakalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam Prema Pumartho Mahan Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matamidam Tatra Dharana Para Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhyaite girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat. All right, so today we are going to do the story of Matsya Avatar. So there are 10 main incarnations which are described in Srimad Bhagavatam. We know the Dash Avatar. There's a whole Dash Avatar Stotram, the song which is sung. And we are going to go every Friday, we'll take one avatar and we're going to talk about the glorification of that avatar. So today the first is the Matsya Avatar. So what we are going to do is first we are going to do the first verse of the Dashavatar Stotram. We're going to memorize it. And towards the end, when we do the last avatar, which is the Kalaki avatar, so for every week we will do one avatar and the shloka related to that avatar, so that by the end of the 10 weeks, you'll get a hang of all the avatars, the shlokas related to all the avatars. And then on the last day of the camp, which will be the Kalaki avatar of the Shavtar Stotram, we're going to memorize. By then we're going to memorize the entire Dashavtar Stotram. So it will be one shloka for a week. I hope you will be able to memorize that. Some of you might be knowing it also. So today we're going to do the first one, which is the Matsya Avatar. So the shloka related to that is Pralaya Payodhi Jale Dhritavana Vedam Vihitavahitra Charitramachedam Keshavadrita Meena Sharira Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare. So Meena Sharira means the Meen is the machli. Machli is the fish. Sharira, the body, in the body of the fish. That is the Matsya Avatar. The meaning of this is, O Keshava, O Lord of the universe, O Lord Hari, who have assumed the form of a fish, all glories to you. You easily acted as a boat in the form of a giant fish. just to give protection to the Vedas, which had become immersed in the turbulent sea of devastation. So this is the first verse, and please try to memorize it so that every week we cover one verse, and that's how we are going to memorize the entire Dashavatar Sutra. So now about Matsya Avatar. So that is the first of the Dashavatar incarnations of Lord Vishnu. So we know that all the incarnations come from the Shirodakshayi Vishnu. The characters in this particular avatar, in this Leela, the main characters are Lord Brahma, Hayagriva, King Satyavrata, and Sri Matsya. So we'll talk a little bit about each of that before we move on to the story. So Lord Brahma, we know he's the creator of the universe, and we know that there are many, many universes, and he's the creator of this particular universe. The creator of this particular universe, that Brahma is a four-headed Brahma. So every Brahma has different number of heads. This particular universe in which we are the head, the creator of that universe, that Lord Brahma is four-headed Brahma. Now he is in charge of making sure that everything is put nicely and arranged correctly, so that all of the people, the animals, and all the creatures, they are all able to live nicely and peacefully without much disturbance. So this is what Lord Brahma does. Then is Hayagriva. Now, Hayagriva, in Srimad Bhagavatam, you will come across the name Hayagriva in two ways. One is the name of a demon, who is a character in this particular Leela that we are going to discuss. And other is Hayagriva, the Supreme Lord himself, his incarnation. So the form of the Lord, which is named Hayagriva, has a horse head. And he also killed the demon Agyan, and he returned the Vedas. So the pastime is similar, but in this particular pastime, the Hayagriva is a demon. So one is the name of the Lord, which is a different pastime related to returning of the Vedas also. This particular demon who was killed by Matsya Avatar is also named Hayagriva. This is what we're going to focus on. So this is the demon in this particular story. And he's very jealous, very, very jealous and very envious of Lord Brahma, because Lord Brahma is the creator of the universe. And being the creator of the universe, he has all the knowledge. So he is very envious as to how Lord Brahma has so much knowledge. And he wants that knowledge. So for that particular reason, he is very envious of Lord Brahma, and he's going to steal the Vedas from Lord Brahma. How? That is what we are going to read in the story. Then is King Satyavrata, who's a very pious, very devoted king. He is responsible for a very large kingdom. He's a very saintly king, and he's a worshipper of Lord Vishnu. And every day, like a devotee of the Lord, he performs his daily sadhana, and that's when he comes across Lord Matsya. And Sri Matsya, the fourth character in this particular incarnation, he's the main character. He's the fish incarnation of Lord Vishnu, and that's what we are going to study about, Lord Matsya, Sri Matsya. Now, Sri Matsya in Srimad Bhagavatam, when you read, he comes twice in the sense for two different purposes. So we are going to read both the stories here. So in the first story, which happens when the beginning of the creation of, when Lord Brahma creates this world, this entire universe, he makes sure that all the ingredients and all the items, all the products, everything which is necessary basically to have a well-functioning universe is properly put together. That is the responsibility of Lord Brahma. That is why he is called the creator. Now, you can imagine this whole big universe to create these small trees, the plants, the animals, 84 lakh species of living entities. Other than that, all the moving and non-moving objects. So imagine, it's such a huge task. Once Lord Brahma is done doing that, he gets very tired. Now, when he gets very tired, he's all set to take a nap. He's all ready to take some rest. Now, while taking rest, you must have seen in in your family or amongst people around you, people you know, some of them snore, some of them yawn, some of them, when they are taking rest, they lie down with their mouth open, all in a very unconscious state. Not that they are aware of what they are doing, but it's just a way they take rest. And this is how they're, when you're very tired, you're not very much aware of what's going on around you. So while taking nap, now that we know that, one of the things happened, so something similar happened with Lord Brahma. When he was taking rest, he was taking rest with his mouth open, a little bit of mouth open, little bit of yawning. It is then there when this demon came by the name of Hayagriva. He was, as we know, that he was very jealous of all the knowledge that Lord Brahma had, and he wanted to have that knowledge. So he came, and when the mouth of Lord Brahma was, open because of the exhaustion that he was feeling after this big, wide creation. So then Hayagriva, he devises a plan to steal this knowledge. So with his mouth open, he came, and he didn't have to do anything, because from the mouth of Lord Brahma, the Vedas were coming out. And that's when Hayagriva, he devised a plan to capture this knowledge. And it was coming from the mouth of Lord Brahma while he was asleep. And he just took this knowledge and he disappeared, nowhere to be seen. He ran away. Naturally, when Lord Brahma came back to consciousness, he was concerned, as this knowledge of Vedas was stolen. And knowledge, we know, it can be used both for good and evil. So if this whole knowledge of Vedas, which was given to Lord Brahma by Lord Vishnu, when it came in the hands of a devotee like Lord Brahma, the result was what? The creation of this universe. But when this knowledge came in the hands of a demon like Hayagriva, there were possible 100% chances of destruction, which is something Lord Brahma was very concerned about. And he didn't know what to do. So who did he take shelter of? Lord Vishnu. So that Lord Vishnu is the only person who is always there for all of us, be it in times of need or not. So he is always there for us. So Lord Brahma, now he being very worried and concerned about the fact that the knowledge was stolen, especially by a person who had, the fact that Hayagriva took the knowledge away when Lord Brahma was asleep, that means he was stealing it. That means that itself is a very questionable character. You don't do this, to if you need something, you don't just you hide yourself and you wait for the right moment. And then if you're a devotee of the Lord, you don't do that. But if there is a questionable character, then yes, of course, that's what he did. And that's what Lord Brahma was concerned about, because how would otherwise Lord Brahma know that the knowledge had been stolen? The fact that he was sleeping and the knowledge was stolen, so there is a very wide scope of improvement in the character of Hayagriva, because this knowledge was stolen and Lord Brahma was very concerned. So he approached who? Lord Vishnu. Now he approached Lord Vishnu to, obviously, to help him find the Vedas, but Lord Vishnu, being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was aware that the Vedas were stolen by Hayagriva. Now he decided to obviously he was equally concerned, because as I said that the knowledge was stolen, and because the knowledge was stolen, it being in the hands of a demon could be a cause of destruction. So then Lord Vishnu decided to, he knew, because he's Lord Vishnu, he knows everything. So he knew that Hayagriva had taken those Vedas deep in the down in the ocean at the very bottom of the universe. So, Bhagavad Puran describes that half of this universe is full of water, and it is there that Hayagriva ran and he hid himself along with the Vedas in the bottom of the universe, in the depths of the water. So Lord Vishnu, he recognized that, he being the supreme soul, he knew where Hayagriva was hiding at the bottom of the ocean, and then he took the form of a fish. He took the form of the fish, and there, in that form of a fish, he swam deep deep down at the bottom of the universe. He had a great battle with demon Hayagriva. He killed him, and he was able to regain the Vedas that Hayagriva had stolen. He swam back up to the surface and gave the Vedas back to Lord Brahma. So just to ensure this, that no demoniac person can misuse the knowledge to destroy and cause any kind of problem to the people in the world. So this is the first story of Matsya Avatar. Now the second story of Matsya Avatar. The second time when he appeared, what was the reason? This is explained in the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So in the 8th canto, in the chapter number 24, it's being explained that once upon a time, there was a very pious king by the name of Satyavrata. He was a very devoted king. He was a devotee of Lord Vishnu, and every morning he would get up and perform his daily sadhana. He would go up to a river to perform to do his morning Gayatri. That was his everyday routine. So one time he was very desperate for darshan of the Supreme Lord. So just to get the favor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he engaged in an austerity of subsisting only on water. So he was just drinking plain water, and during that period, when he was performing this austerity to get the audience of the Supreme Lord, in his regular routine of performing his daily sadhana, he went up to the river by the name Kritamala to perform his Gayatri. Now he went there to perform his Gayatri. So he was, how we do, we take water, collect the water from the Ganges in our hand and offer it to the river Ganges. So something like that he was doing. So he got the water from the river Kratamala. Now, before offering any prayers, he saw in the palms of his hand where there was water, he saw a very teeny tiny little fish. Initially, he got really irritated because he was trying to perform his daily sadhana. It was a kind of an interruption in his prayers. But then, when he saw the little fish floating in his hand, he didn't want to harm the little fish. So he, along with the water that was in his palms, he poured the little fish back in the river. But as he was about to do that, right before he was about to put the water and the little fish back in the river, he heard a sound. He heard the fish speak. "My dear king, Satyavrata, why are you throwing me back into the river?" The king was astonished. He didn't expect a teeny little tiny fish to talk to him. But those were the days when all the such amazing things would happen. So the king, he spoke back. "My dear fish, you're a fish and you belong to water. So I am putting you back in the water." So then the fish spoke back to the king. Please don't put me back in the river. I'm so tiny. All other big fish and aquatic creatures, they will kill me. So please protect me. You're a Kshatriya king, and it's your duty to protect all your citizens. So the king, he thought about it and he relented. He changed his mind and he took the fish with him in his hands and with him, he put the water of his hand and the little fish in a little kamandalu, a little pot, and he went back to the palace. So this little, I got a question. I got a chat request. What do you want me to repeat?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Eklavya, when he took the fish.
When he took the, so before he was putting the fish back in the river, when the fish spoke to him, that's when, and after he had the conversation, when the fish told him that he's very teeny tiny, and if he puts him back in the river, the big creatures in the river will eat him. So he didn't want the king to put him back in the river. That's when the king took the fish from his, the fish was in the palms, in the hand with the water. So from the palms, he put the fish back in the kamandalu, the little pot that everybody carries. And from there, he went back to his palace along with the fish in that little teeny tiny pot. Now, he thought about it, and yes, as we were discussing, that he didn't want to harm the fish. So now he let the fish be. It was a very teeny tiny fish, and the kamandalu was much bigger. So he let the fish be in the kamandalu, and he went back. He performed all his duties for the whole day. He came back and he slept. The next day in the morning, when he woke up, when he was about to start his morning sadhana, then itself he heard the voice. "Oh, King Satyavrata, the pot you have put me into is too small for me. King, can you please put me in another pot?" The king was amazed. What happened? He went up to the pot and he saw that, yes, sure enough, the pot was very small, and the fish had grown big overnight. So now the king, the fish, because the fish grew the size of the pot, fish was barely able to move. That was creating another problem. So the king was wondering what to do. And then he thought, okay, let me get a bigger pot and I'm going to put the fish into the bigger pot. So he was a king, so he asked his servants to get him a bigger pot, and he put the fish in the from his kamandalu to a bigger pot. The moment he turned his back to go and take care of other things, he again heard the voice. The fish this time was saying, "King, please come back to the pot. Please, the pot now that you have put me into is not big enough either." The king was wondering, seriously? I just put, the transferred from the kamandalu to a bigger pot. So the king went back and he could barely believe his eyes. When he went again, what he saw was amazing. The fish had again grown the size of the pot. He was wondering what to do. And then he thought, okay, now let me transfer the fish to a well. He transferred the fish to a well in his kingdom close to his palace. And again, when he was about to go back, he was amazed to see the fish grow the size of the well. Again, on the request of the fish, he put the fish. So he took the little teeny tiny fish from his palms to his kamandalu, to the bigger pot, to the well, to a lake, and finally he put him in, at whatever water body he was putting the fish into, the fish was becoming the size of that particular water body. Then from lake to river, finally to the ocean. And the king was wondering, and this time he needed a lot of help. Imagine the fish becoming big enough to be put in an ocean. So obviously the king himself could not lift the fish now. So he was needing more and more help to transfer the fish from one water body to another. Now finally the fish was put in the ocean. And now again, when he was about to leave, the fish said, "O king, please don't leave me. The fishes in this water body are going to eat me." Now the king started smiling because he understood what can be bigger than a water body than an ocean. And there cannot be many bigger water creatures as well, because the size of the fish was growing bigger and bigger. So now the king smiled, and the king understood that this fish is not an ordinary fish. So he asked the fish, "Tell me who you are." And that's when the fish revealed that he was the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he has appeared for a purpose. So previously, he appeared to protect the Vedas from Hayagriva and hand it over to Lord Brahma. And now he said is another emergency. Why? Because, so there were two reasons. The king wanted an audience with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for which he was performing austerities anyway. So that was one reason because of which the king was blessed to get darshan of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Also, there was about to happen a change of yuga in next 7 days. So in next 7 days, after 7 days, there was supposed to be a big flood in which the whole universe was to be inundated. So every time, it depends on the Supreme Personality of Godhead how he wants to change, one yuga to another yuga. So at this particular time, when King Satyavrata was there, he told King Satyavrata that in 7 days there is going to be an enormous flood, and all of the world is going to be inundated in the flood water. So he was saying, what I want you to do is to gather all the various creatures, plants, and things necessary for human life and put them on a boat. And in 7 days, when I return, I want you to tie the boat to my horn. So this Matsya avatar, this big fish that had taken the form, had a horn, one single horn. So this, he said, you tie that boat to my horn. And what will you use to tie the boat to my horn is the snake Vasuki. So he said, I will carry that boat and everything that you have collected to safety till the waters recede. So King Satyavrata did so. He collected all the creatures, vegetables, and everything that was necessary for human society to survive on a boat. In 7 days, the water began to rise, just as Matsya Avatar had said, and flooded everywhere. And this Matsya Avatar came, and the king tied the boat. The king tied the boat to his horn using the celestial snake Vasuki like a rope, and then Matsya Avatar took him to safety throughout the flooded waters of the world. And during this time, Matsya Avatar taught the king all the Vedic philosophies, mantras, knowledge that they contained. So we understand that, we understand that the whole day of Brahma, Lord Brahma, is called a kalpa, and one kalpa is a day of Brahma. One kalpa is a day of Brahma, and one day of Brahma consists of 1,000 cycles of 4 yugas, which is Satya, Treta, Dwapar, and Kali. So like that, 1,000 cycles of each of these four, uh, that is what a kalpa of the a kalpa is, the day of Brahma. Now, because of the change of the yuga, this devastation was to take place. In every particular change of yuga, the way the life comes back is not the same. So in this particular avatar, King Satyavrata was asked to carry all this on the boat so that the next yuga could start, for which they needed all the essential things for the people to live. It doesn't happen in the similar way for every change of yuga. That's what I was trying to say. Now, King Satyavrata, who, so this whole episode happened, and King Satyavrata, he basically took his next birth as Devasvat Manu. Who is this Devasvat Manu? We've read in Bhagavad Gita, Devasvan Manave Praha. So he's the sun god who spoke the science of Bhagavad Gita to his son Manu. Now, because of being the son of this Vevasvan, who is the sun god, this Manu is known as Vevasvat Manu. And in this Manu, he is known as Shraddhadev. The name of this Manu is Shraddhadev. So he is the same Satyavrata king. And he was established as Manu by the Supreme Personality of God. So at this point, I would want to know if anybody has any questions.
Hare Krishna, thanks. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for a very wonderful session you did. So I request to all the kids, if you have any questions, any doubts, you can raise your hands and we can take one by one, okay? Eva, please unmute. Eva, please unmute yourself.
I didn't have a question.
Okay. Is anybody have any question? Please raise your hand. Okay, Malini, please unmute.
Actually, I wanted to tell you that in one of my Bhagavad Gita books, I heard about the story before this, like the first birth of Matsya.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, Manhar, please unmute. Manhar.
So my question was, was the king also, while the boat was tied on the horn of Matsya avatar, was he still driving the boat, still doing it?
Matsya Avatar is the one who was pulling the boat to the safety regions, and king was supposed to be present there with all the essential items that were needed for the human civilization.
Okay, and did he take any people with him?
Yes, he did. The ones like the Saptarishis, and even Vasuki is the personification of snake, which was being used as a rope. So all the essential living entities, even the seeds, the vegetables, what all were needed, that were present on the boat.
Okay.
Priyambada, please unmute.
So how did the demon took away the Vedas from Lord Brahma's mouth?
So he was waiting for an opportune moment, so that the Vedas flow from the mouth of Brahma, and that's how he got them at the right moment, while Lord Brahma was asleep and his mouth was open. So the Vedas were still coming out of the mouth of Lord Brahma, and that's when he collected them and he hid them with himself deep in the ocean.
So what I mean is like, how did he caught it? Like with
Oh.
his hands or with his mouth? What
So
did he use?
they have all mystic powers because they are the personalities, even though they are demoniac, but they do have, because of their penances that they have some mystic powers. I don't know exactly what mystic power he had, but using one of them.
Oh, okay, thank you.
No worries.
Gagana?
So I had a question that did the fish drag the boat? How long did the fish drag the boat?
How long? For how long you mean?
Yeah.
Well, it had to happen in 7 days, and after that the yuga was to change, but their time and our time is completely different.
Like, how long did the flood last?
It was for after 7 days, as you know. So the life of Brahma is such, at the time of at the night of Brahma is a partial devastation. So for him, if you go by the calculation, how long is the day and night of Brahma, it is not comparable to the human, the human way, the human time zone, I would say. So every yuga, how do I tell you this? Okay, so the yuga lasts for approximately 4320000 years. That is the Kali Yuga. You multiply it by twice, that will give you Treta Yuga. You multiply it by 3 times, it will give you Dwapar. You multiply it by 4 times, it will give you Satya. Now this is just one cycle of Chatur Yuga. Such 1,000 cycles gives you 1 day of Brahma and 1 night of Brahma. So it is a very long call calculation, little difficult for us to conceive, but yes.
So it's like something like infinity days.
So let me give you exact one. So these 100 years, that I'm talking about, by Earth calculation is equal to 311 trillion years, or 40 billion Earth years.
That's how long the flood lasted.
That's how long the day and night of Brahma is. So after every night, if this is the day, you can imagine after the night, if it is going to be the pralay, how long it's going to be. So it's something very hard for us to conceive.
So you don't know how long it took for the flood to be over?
So see, sweetheart, so there are 40 billion Earth years in a day of Brahma. So from day when you go to the night, during that night are 40 billion years again. Every night of Brahma, there is partial devastation for the whole night, if you think about it. Okay. So that many years.
Oh, 1 day of Brahma is how long it lasted?
Yes, 1 night of Brahma. So day and night of Brahma is 40 billion years, Earth years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ojasvi?
Yeah, so my question is, in the first story of Matsya, how did Brahma know that Hayagriva had stolen the Vedas?
When he got up from his sleep, so there's always Veda flowing from his mouth in the form of music. You've seen the musical notes. So
Yeah.
something like that, you could see any of those. And obviously, when knowledge goes away from you, you know that there is something missing. So he was worried that the knowledge was going to go in the hands of a person. That's when he took shelter of Lord Vishnu.
Eva?
Which yoga was it gonna turn?
Which yuga?
Which yoga was it gonna turn?
This the Satya Yuga. From Satya to Satya goes Dwapar.
I thought Satya then Treta.
Satya goes to Treta if in that particular cycle, Lord Krishna is supposed to appear as Lord Krishna, which doesn't happen in every yuga. So when Lord Krishna is supposed to appear, then from Satya it is Treta. Otherwise from Satya it is Dwapar.
Oh, I read that in Srimad Bhagavatam.
Jai.
So Mataji, now the questions is over, so we have to continue.
Sure, Mataji. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
There is a one more question for Priyamata, so should we take it or
Sure, sure.
Priyamata, please unmute.
So how does it like go? Like from the yugas, the yuga's supposed to go. Like the first yuga and the second yuga and third yuga and the fourth yuga.
I am not able to understand your question. You were asking me how do you know that the yoga has changed?
What I mean is like what order does the yugas go in?
What order? From Satya to Dwapar to, okay, we'll go, say in this yoga, we are very fortunate in this lifetime of Brahma since Lord Krishna appeared. So we'll go from Satya to Treta to Dwapar to Kali.
And we're in the Kali Yuga.
Right now, yes, we are in Kali Yuga.
I learned that from another class.
Awesome. Good memory.
Okay, Mataji. So thank you so much, Mataji, for a very wonderful class. And kids really enjoyed to learn how to yugas are going on and we're doing calculations.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Prabhupada ki jai. Gurudev ki jai.
Thank
All
you.
right. See you all. Hari bol.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So kids, now we have to move our class to activity, craft activity. We have to make fish today because we learned Matsya Avtara. So Hare Krishna Mataji, are you there? Hare Krishna Mataji. Supriya Mataji, are you there? Hare Krishna Supriya Mataji, are you there? Supriya Mataji, are you there? Beta, you okay? You are with other. Okay. Okay.
Okay, yeah, got it, Mataji. Okay, yeah. Yes, Mataji.
Thank you.
So, Hare Krishna, kids. Today, now we are going to make a fish. As we learn the Matsya, we are going to make the fish. So, for this, we need a paper plate and color crayons or paints, whatever you have, scissors, a glue stick, and these are cupcake wrappers. So we need these also. Whatever colors you have, like plain colors, you can bring them. I'll give 2 minutes time. You grab all these items. Okay. This I have red and green, the plain colors. I can use them. Okay. Let me see. Somebody have questions?
Yes, ma'am. Eva.
Eva, yes, Eva.
I don't have cupcake wrappers.
It's okay. It's okay. You can draw designs on them, like
I
scale.
also have a question.
Yes, Gagana.
I have big cupcake wrappers.
Yeah. Yes. You can use.
Manhar.
Manhar. Yes, Manhar.
Just a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Manhar. Unmute yourself, Manhar.
So my question was, can I use like, does it have to be blank cupcake wrappers?
Preferably blank, so that the fish scales we can see prominently. But if you have designs like it's like okay, we can use. But you can try.
Is it something like this?
Who is that?
Manhar.
Let me come to you. Where are you, Manhar? Yes, Manhar. Yeah. Okay, you can use it. Yeah. Anyway, if you fold on the football shape, you will get the brown shape.
Do we need pencil?
Just to draw the mouth. So see, Manhar, it will be right like this. Sorry. So just fold like this. Okay. Yes. To cut the mouth, we need the pencil. And we need some Google eyes also. If you have googly eyes, it's okay, or else you can draw eyes. Okay, so kids, I'll give some time, some 1 minute or 2 minutes, grab all the items, paper plate, scissor, glue stick, and crayons or pencils or paints, whatever you have.
I have googly eyes, but they're
Yeah.
small. Like this.
Okay, show me.
My name is Gagana.
Show me, Gagana. Wait, coming to you. Wait, I'm coming to you. Where are you, Gagana? Yes, yeah, you can use that. You can use that. Okay, okay, kids. I hope you're all ready. We can start. Okay. Shall we start? Thumbs up? Thumbs up. Okay, Priyambada, you have a question? Okay, Malini, I will wait. I will wait.
1
Gobind, I
minute,
will wait.
I get a paper plate.
Okay, okay, get it. Agree? Yes.
Can I use these ones?
Okay, use it. Okay, Malini, yes, Malini.
Actually, do we fold like the paper like this?
Yes, only single fold. Only single fold. No double fold. Okay, take the cupcake and just fold like this.
I don't have a cupcake wrapper.
You don't have?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can do one
How
thing.
many
You can
cupcake wrappers do we need?
depending on the size of the plate, just keep like 10.
I only
10,
have
just
2.
keep with you. Yes?
I only have 2.
2 you have? Okay, leave it there. We will do some designs.
I only have a
But
I-
Mommy, how should we like do the wrap? Like, how do we do the wrapper if we don't have any wrappers?
Okay, boys and girls, those who are not having any wrappers, we will draw some design.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay? And those who are having some wrappers, we can work on it, how to wrap, how to use that for decoration.
Okay. But
Okay?
any
So
wrappers?
first, let me cut the, okay. Anybody have any questions before starting?
How many cupcake wrappers do we need? Because I
Just
have
make it
5.
10. 5, yeah, 5 is good.
How we need to keep the wrappers?
Manhar, you got like that? Okay, it's okay.
I don't have
Actually, I have a paper plate, but it has a different kind of paper
Yeah.
plate.
Kavishri, good. Kavishri, good. Yes. Eva, what is the question?
I don't have a paper plate, but I have a different kind of plate.
Yes, you can use that also.
I don't have a plain wrapper. I only have like this design one.
Yeah, you can use that also. Arna.
Okay.
Kavishri, I see. Kavishri, I see. Okay.
If we don't have a paper plate, we can use paper, right?
Paper, we cannot do kids with paper because we need to cut the paper in the circle form.
Okay.
So if you want to try like that also, we can try. We can use the thick paper and we have to cut them in a circle form. Then we can do like a fish. Okay. Okay, shall we start then?
Yeah.
Okay, so first I'm going to draw the mouth.
I can't see the mouth.
I'll show you, wait. I'll show you. Let me draw it first.
Is the mouth just a big triangle?
Yes, exactly.
But where do you draw the big triangle?
I'm sure. Let me draw. Then I will show you kids. Have patience. I'm drawing.
Mataji, is this good?
Okay. Now I'll draw very thick. I will show you that. Okay. Now, are you able to see? Are you able to see?
Mm-hmm.
Like
I
that.
did a little wider.
Not Y, Manasri, V. Letter V. Letter V. Yes. Abha. Yes, Abha. Malini. Yes. Yes. Manasvi. Yes. Yes.
Mine
Good job.
good?
Gagana. Good. Okay.
Mataji,
Tanishka. Good. Good. Okay. Cut this V shape. Cut this V shape. Boys and girls, fast. Cut this V shape. Cut this V shape. Okay. Okay. Now we got our mouth of a fish. Now, girls and boys, everybody have crayons with you, right? Malini, I see. Good. Priyamada,
I have paint.
you have paint?
Markers.
You have markers?
I have
Okay.
scented markers.
You have center markers? Okay, Tanishka, I see. I see. So, okay, agree? Yes, you have pencils, right?
I have paint.
Okay, you have paint. Okay, Malini. Okay, those who have paint, start painting this shape, round shape. Those who have crayons, start coloring with crayons. And those who have pencils also, start coloring that. Okay?
Like with I have chisel tip markers scented.
Markers. So markers also you can draw, but be careful because you are wasting most of the ink. If you have crayons, it will be good. Good.
How do you what color do you use?
You know Nemo, right? What is the design? Design and color goldfish. Goldfish color.
I have orange and white. Yes, I have orange, white, and black. Orange.
Yeah, you can use orange and white goldfish colors and designs also like that.
So all I have to do is draw a goldfish?
Like not a goldfish color, I am telling. Goldfish color. Okay, you can use any color, but make it pretty.
So do we have to do the whole paper? I mean the whole.
Kids, I am not getting it all. All are asking questions at one time. I'm not getting it all. So one by one you should ask.
Triangles in
Gagana, yes, kids, wait. One by one we should go. Yes, Gagana, tell me.
So my question is that do we use like first we can use whatever goldfish color we want, or do we use the whole plate, like color it with the whole plate, or just a little bit?
Okay, girls and boys, listen to me. If you know any designs, use the designs and colors like that. Or else first color with single color, any of your choice of colors. Any choice of your colors. And
That
do
was
you
not
have
my
any design? Gagana, let me complete. Do you have any designs in your mind? You can use that. You can use the designs and colors also like that.
Mataji, can I do like this?
Yes, yes, Gagana. Sorry, Manasvi, yes.
1 minute. I was saying that do we color the whole plate or just half of the plate?
What does that mean? You should color whole plate, right, Gagana?
Yeah, the whole plate or not?
Ah, yeah. Whole plate. It is like fish, right? Whole plate is fish. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, start working on that. Start working on that. So I have yellow color with me. I'm using this yellow color.
Pila. So you're using the color pila?
Yellow.
Mataji,
Mm-hmm.
should we paint? If we have paint, should we do the border of it?
Malini, as I said, you can do as per your imagination. Okay. Okay. You can use your imagination and you can work on it.
I have a thin brush, so it might take long.
Okay. Neela? Neela, are you there? Can you give me tissue paper? Tissue paper.
Can I come?
Yeah, come. Come. You can color on this fish.
Oh wait, I have done this before.
Yes, yes. You can use this color here, Neela.
I want to make my own.
You want to make your own? Okay. Take one.
Mataji,
There.
Yes.
can I color the border like here?
Yes.
Wait, what? Where's my plate? Oh, here comes it. So, first do.
Huh?
Do it first. There's no more plates. There's no more plates.
No more plates?
No.
Then you can, if you want, you can work on this, Leela.
But I want to make my own.
Okay, then wait, let me see if you have some more plates.
Mataji, you know what?
Mm.
I actually like got a red plate which is behind because I could not find a white plate.
Okay, okay. Who is this?
This is Malini.
Malini? Okay, Malini.
That's Vaishnavi.
Okay.
So when can I get my plate?
I think you can get on the top, Leela. Let me complete this and I will give you. Okay. Let me complete this and give you. Or else ask Daddy. He can give you new plate.
Daddy?
Can we use all the colors?
Yeah, if you want, if you have a good design to use all the colors, you can use. But you don't have that much designs and colors, then better use only few colors.
Can we just, if you don't have any designs, we can just do random color?
No.
Of course.
What's the next step after we're getting plate?
Mataji,
Mataji, are you using oil pastel?
yes.
I also have oil pastel. I have a big set of colors.
Oh,
We also have a big set of colors. It's just we got a little mixed up.
yeah. Okay, kids, if you are done with this, just keep some eyes here. So I am done with my coloring part. Yeah, cut. You want help? Okay.
Yeah, it's a little,
Okay.
it's a little tricky.
Okay.
And then we just fold these right with the
Uh-huh.
fans.
Uh-huh.
Is it simple?
Uh-huh. Leela, can you give me?
Very simple.
Yeah.
It's very, very easy. Just
Yeah.
coloring it and then drawing the
My brush is going on the bow on my paper and it looks like hair.
I might use this.
Mm-hmm. You want pencils, Leela?
No.
Oh, that is white pencil you are using.
Yeah, I know. Can I have the yellow?
Okay. Okay, kids, then we have to keep the tail also for the fish. If you are done coloring, we will attach tail.
How do you make the tail?
So mouth you cut, right? You cut the mouth piece. The same piece we are using as a tail.
On the back of behind the mouth?
Uh-huh.
My tail is kind of Lego.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to I'm not done coloring.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a fan without the eyes and the mouth.
Okay, kids, who are done, we can stick the tail to the
Can you wait?
body of the fish.
Can you wait?
Yeah, I'll wait for you, Leela. Start coloring.
I already started.
Okay, good, good. Very good, Priyamvada. Very good.
Color the whole thing. Mataji, what step is it again?
Kavishri, good. Good.
So-
Aditi, yes.
We have to glue the tail or do we just?
We have to glue the tail, or else how it will stick. We have to
Can
glue
we
it,
also
right?
do the designs inside?
If you want to keep, you can draw designs.
Yeah. At the end, can we put the tail?
Uh-huh. So first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my tail so that I'll know the fish shape. The first thing I'm going is to attach my tail. Let me attach this.
I only have a glue stick.
Okay.
I only have a glue stick, Mataji.
Only have a glue stick? Okay. You can use that. You can try.
My glue bottle is not working, so I have to get it out with something.
Okay.
You can use like the top of the spoon. Glue sticks work.
Oh, Kavishri, nice. Nice, Kavishri. Good. Ah, Abha, so nice. So nice, Abha. Good job. Ojasvi, very good.
My coloring.
Very good, Ojasvi. Nice. Keep the eye, Ojasvi. Keep an eye to the fish. Did you keep eye?
Where
Keep
do you
yeah, keep it.
Where do you put the eye?
On top here. Here.
Okay.
Oh, Malini, yes. Yes, do it.
Can you also draw the eye so we know?
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely.
I thought we have googly eyes.
Yeah, on the top. Can you bring that? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm keeping here a mark.
Googly eyes at home.
Yeah, here I'm keeping a mark like eyes. Can you see, girls and boys?
Yes. Yes.
So this is the eye of the fish.
You know that.
Can I use googly eyes?
Yeah, if you have, you can use that.
Can I have like the paper so I can rub it?
Yeah.
You know that it's also like the drawing we had. If we put designs, it looks like the drawing the type of drawing we drew last.
Yeah.
No,
So this is a fish.
you're the teacher for it that time.
So I'm done with this eye. So I'm going to glue the tail.
Do we need only one?
One eye, yeah. How many eyes you are going to keep?
1,000.
How many you are planning?
I have one. I have 2 googly eyes.
Oh.
I found them because they were just stuck on my new toy, so I took them off.
Very good. Okay. I got my tail attached. Okay. One part is done for me.
My tail is attached.
Yours is,
My
oh,
design
mine
is
is.
almost done. I have
Okay,
to
good.
do inside designs. I just want to draw the designs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And where do we draw the mouth?
Mouth, that is there, right? We cut the shape of the mouth.
Oh,
That is the mouth, right?
yeah, but it looks a little.
It looks like open mouth. It is
Out
like
the
open
back.
mouth.
It looks a little with the odd without the fins. Can I have another paper so I can blend it in?
Oh, you want other paper? Okay.
Yes, I can blend this in.
Okay. So girls and boys, see how I'm using the cupcake wrappers. Like the fins here.
Oh no, it's not.
Okay, let me show you.
Can we draw the designs?
Yeah, of course, you can.
Yeah. No. I'm done with my design. It's
Who
like
is
a
this?
goldfish design.
Who is
Can you
this?
see it?
Oh, Gagana. So pretty, Gagana. Very nice.
I'm just gonna add a little bit more glue.
Okay. Do it.
Okay, what's the next step?
You are doing very wonderful, kids. All are making different colors.
What's the next step?
Now you can add eyes, Leela.
Can I have a pen?
Pencil. Okay.
Mama?
Okay. So I'm getting my things for my
What?
fish.
And all you do is
And
put
scales
the,
also.
I'm doing it like
Can I just put two fins?
Uh-huh.
Is two
I'm
fins
gonna
okay?
Cupcake wrappers because my cupcake
Yeah.
wrappers are too big.
If wrappers are too big, use.
This
Yeah.
is the eye.
Yeah, good. Use like one like that maybe.
What's the next
Uh-huh.
step?
Okay.
Yes,
What's
yes.
the next step?
Can
Now
I
you-
use only two?
Yeah.
What's the next step? What's the
Yes, yes, you can use. Bring the wrappers, Leela. Go
I
get
thought we
wrapper.
had some here.
We have, let's see where I kept here.
Oh yeah.
You brought, there are
How many I take?
two
For what?
red color, two green colors.
Mataji, yours looks so pretty.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm using the cupcake wrappers. So you'll get it pretty. If you
But
have time
glue
at home,
it
you can do like this also and post in the group, kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna post mine because you remember the last class. Because not you just drew we just drew a bird, but we put designs in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna.
Abba, nice, Abba. Nice, Abba. Kavishri, nice. Nice,
Thank you.
Kavishri. Nice.
I
Manhal,
got
are you doing good,
eye
Manhal?
Is it good?
Yeah.
Wait, Gagana, wait. Yeah, good, Gagana, good. If you have two more, keep two more, like 2 layers.
Okay.
Oh, it will hot. It
I
is hot.
have more cupcake wrappers. I can get them.
Yeah, get it. Cut this. We have to cut them. Gina. We have to cut them, each cupcake wrapper into 2 pieces, like this, and we can use it.
Oh, I can
Make exactly half, Leela. Then you can glue it.
I can do it now.
Yeah, you can glue it. Be careful with the hot glue gun. Yeah, it's hot now. So I'm going to use another color, green color now. Be careful, Leela.
You cut this.
Yeah.
I'm like doing decorations in the fish.
Do it. Draw whatever designs you want. If you want, you
Are
can
we
put
done after the? Are we done after we put the cupcake wrappers?
Yes, yes. Priyambada, I see it. It's pretty.
Yeah,
Tanisha.
easy peasy. After we just have to just get a paper plate and just cut it a V out, keep that safe, and then you just
Ojasvi, are you doing good, Ojasvi?
paint the
Yes,
picture and
Vedant, I cannot see your darshan. Can I get your darshan, Vedant?
then
Akhil,
do the-
Akhil, can I get your darshan? Akhil, Prakhar, Prakhar, can I get your darshan? Can you please switch on your videos? I can see where you're working.
Excuse me, Mataji.
Yes. Can you show me?
I actually have to leave for coaching classes, so I can't show you right now.
Who is this?
They don't.
What happened?
I'm going into coaching classes, so I don't have time to like show you right now.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, then Prakhar, yeah, color, start coloring it. Do you have any color pencils,
Mataji,
crayons, paints, anything? Yeah, Manhar, good. Good. Keep some eye, Manhar. Eye to the fish.
I made it on.
Keep the eye to the fish.
Here.
Okay, I see it.
Done.
Yeah. Yeah, Gagana, good. Good, Gagana. Okay.
I just surprised my brother with this.
Good. Aditi, can you show me better?
This is mine.
Good.
I'll just need to put a few more and then I'm done.
Okay, keep it the back of the tail.
This,
Tail, back of the tail.
but you can see this.
Huh?
I want to keep it as a
Reverse.
surprise. I want to keep mine as a surprise, so I'm not showing it until this.
Yes. No, not like the Lila. This way. Yeah, if you're having the design also, it's good. Okay, you can do like that.
Wait, I can.
Can I see Leela? Can I see your daughter's one?
Mhm,
I can tell.
mhm.
I can probably like add this like that. Would it work?
It won't work.
Your daughter's fish look like?
I'll show it, Gagana.
Can I try? Please?
Gagana, wait.
Can I-
It won't be nice, Lila. There if you keep
Like it will like match the
on the
color.
match the colors. Okay, so you have to keep inside it, then it will match the colors.
Like what you mean?
Like here, not at the tip of the tail.
Oh, you have to keep it like there.
Mhm.
Because I don't want them to see like the flowers. That's
It's fine. It's design, right? You don't want? Okay, you can do one thing. You can keep like this.
but
Get it?
then it's going to look so weird. Yours.
It's fine, Lina. Okay, so keep. Okay.
It's like it's asking something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh look!
Oh, Priyamvada, nice. Nice, Priyamvada. Here you go. Painting.
Mine okay. My name is Bunchy.
Vanshi? Miss Vanshi?
Finished now.
What is that?
I'm fully finished now.
Yeah.
Can I have one green?
Okay, take it.
Mataji,
Uh-huh.
please do because it's my favorite color.
I could not, 1 minute, I could not focus. My hot gun is hot. Let me paste it here. 1 minute, please.
You know, there's a pattern like green, and red, green, red, green, red.
Mm-hmm.
One row full of green and the other red, and goes on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Your fish is
Looking at
so
the-
pretty.
The mouth part is because it wasn't sticking here because this part is bent very like really like that.
Hare Krishna Mataji, my name is Ojasvi. Is this good?
Ojasvi, yeah. Oh, both are pretty. Very nice.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Very
Krishna.
nice. You can post in the group, Ojasvi. Both the fishes. Your brother made one fish?
Yes, Mataji, he made the blue fish and I made the yellow one.
Good. Both are looking nice. You can post in the group.
Yes, Mataji, I will.
Okay, thank you so much, Ojasvi. Okay, Aditi, I see Aditi. Aditi, wow, pretty. Pretty Aditi. Post in the group. Okay, kids, who are done, you can leave the call and you can post in the group. Okay?
Hare Krishna Mataji, bye.
Hare Krishna, bye. Arnav, very nice.
Bye.